A very good afternoon to one and all. It gives us an immense pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of Dr. MGR Janaki College of Arts and Science for Women to the webinar on digital era and its impact on commerce and management, a global perspective, organized by the Departments of Commerce General, Corporate Secretaryship, Accounting and Finance, Bank Management, and Department of Business Administration in association with EDCIL. In the mark of a tradition to evoke the blessings of Almighty at the beginning of an important event. Like the great philosopher once said, the function of prayer is not to influence God, but rather to change the nature of the one who prays. I would like to call upon Miss Sarojini of 2nd BCom General to sing the prayer song.
अन्नवाहन देवी सरस्वती अन्नवाहन देवी सरस्वती अन्नवाहन देवी வானவர் பூஜை செய்யும் ஞான மனோகரியே வானவர் பூஜை செய்யும் ஞான மனோகரியே வீணையை கையில் ஏந்தும் ஆனந்த ஸ்வரூபிணியே அன்னவாகன தேவி सरस्वती अन्नवाहन देवी सरस्वती अन्नवाहन देवी வெள்ளை பட்டணிந்து வெண்தாமரை மேல வந்து மல்லிகை முல்லை ரோஜா மாலையை கையில் ஏந்தி சிங்காரமான தமிழ் ஓலை சுருள் எடுத்து சிங்காரமான தமிழ் ஓலை சுருள் எடுத்து மெய்யாய் விளங்கும் தேவி நாவில் வளர வேண்டும் மெய்யாய் விளங்கும் தேவி நாவில் வளர வேண்டும் அன்னவாகன தேவி.
Now I request Ms. K. Bhanumati, in charge Departments of Commerce and BBA of Shift 2 to deliver the welcome address. Now I request Ms. R. Kotishwari, Head Department of Commerce, Bank Management to deliver the dynamics of the webinar. Koti ma'am, you're not audible ma'am. Just
అమ్మాయి నమ్మకం బ్యాక్ అంటే పర్ఫెక్ట్ మీరు సురేష్ చేయడం అదే పర్ఫెక్ట్
no ma'am, you're not audible.
Koti ma'am, increase your volume from your device, ma'am.
இப்ப கேக்குதா?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
ஓகே ஓகே
நான் பேசுறது கேக்குதா ரேணு?
கேக்குது.
Yes, ma'am.
ஓகே
Yes, ma'am.
ஓகே ஓகே
Okay,
ஓகே
ma'am.
ஃபைன். ஓகே ஓகே ஓகே.
மேம் நீங்க இப்ப பண்றீங்களா மேம்?
இல்ல
நானே
மேம், நானு
continue
இப்பதான்
பண்ணட்டா?
வந்துட்டு இருக்கேன் மேம். நீங்க பண்ணுங்க மேம்.
சரி, ஓகே ஓகே.
நீங்க கண்டினியூ பண்ணுங்க மேம்.
Okay. What was once constrained to a small community has now expanded to a global reach. A craftsman from a small town or a local vendor can showcase and sell their products to people across the continents. This newfound accessibility has democratized the marketplace, leveling the playing field for businesses of varying sizes. This positive shift, however, comes with its own set of challenges. The collapse of market distinction can be seen as a double edged sword. While it allows the local businesses to thrive on a global stage, there is a potential downside. The homogenization of the products may occur, leading to a loss of the unique quality that distinguish local markets. Now, let's take a closer look at the positives. The digital realm has facilitated connection between the consumers and producers on a global scale. As consumers, we have now an unprecedented array of choices available at our fingertips. This diversity, stemming from the diverse corners of the world, enhances our access to the unique products and experiences. Yet, there is a flip side to this abundance of choices. The saturation of options can result in the decision fatigue for consumers. Additionally, the influx of global goods may overshadow the local products, contributing to a kind of cultural and economic homogenization. Bringing this discussion closer to home, as students preparing to navigate this complex landscape, we must be mindful of the ethical implication inherent in this digital marketplace. It is not merely about the convenience and accessibility. It is about the impact of our choices on the people and communities behind the product. Consider the local artisan, for instance, competing with the international companies. While the digital space offers a platform for visibility, the sheer scale and marketing power of global players may pose a threat to the livelihood of the local producers. This dynamic prompts us to consider a perspective that extends beyond convenience towards conscientious consumption that support both local economies and global fairness. On the other side of the spectrum, the digital era has raised concern about the data privacy and ethical business practices. The convenience of the personalized recommendation and targeted advertising comes at the cost of surrendering our personal information. It is imperative for us as consumers to be vigilant and demand transparency in the ethical use of our data. Now, let us take a step back and consider the broader implication. As students, we stand at the threshold of influencing and shaping the future consumeristic landscape. We have the responsibility to be informed consumers, understanding the power of our choices hold. It is not just about what we buy, it is about the values we support. To conclude, the collapse of the local global dichotomy in the consumeristic market, facilitated by the digital era, presents immense possibilities but also raises the critical questions. As we navigate this digital landscape, let us be conscious consumers, understanding the impact of our choices on both local and global scales. The digital space is a tool. How we wield it will determine the character of our consumeristic market. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Ms. Lavanya Bharati, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, to introduce Ms. V. Kezia Evangeline, HR Strategic Officer, TACS.
Lavanya, is that you, ma? Can you turn on your video, Lavanya? ரெண்டு லாவண்யா இருக்காங்க. I don't know which Lavanya to add. Turn on your audio, Lavanya, and video also, ma. Okay, then I will remove her. That Lavanya, இன்னொரு Lavanya. Who is the other one, ma? Please turn on your audio and video. I couldn't find Lavanya Bharati here. Lavanya, have you connected from 2 devices, ma?
No, ma'am.
Only one, right?
Ma'am.
Yes, who is the other one with Lavanya name? Can you turn on your video? The other one. Okay, Salas, நீ proceed பண்ணுடா. லாஸ்ட் வந்தா லாவண்யா ஒன்ஸ் ரீட் பண்ண பாத்துக்கலாம்.
ஓகே மேம்.
ஓகேங்களா? யூ
Okay, ma'am.
கம்ப்ளீட் வித் த டெக்னிக்கல் செஷன் 1 vote of thanks முடிச்சிரு. Then லாவண்யா will
Vote of
take over
thanks
with the
வந்து அவங்க சொல்றது தானே மேம் சம்மரைஸ் பண்ணணும்.
அந்த டைம் நீங்க சொல்லிப்பீங்கல்ல, நோ
எஸ்
ப்ராப்ளம்ல.
மேம். எஸ் மேம்.
ஓகே. Just a minute. I have added Lavanya in the stage. நான் remove ஆயிக்கிறேன். Lavanya, you can start. Then I will add Shiva Fatima. Shiva Fatima has not yet entered. Wait for few minutes. I will call Shiva to join the link. Yes?
Second session நான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுமா மேம்?
She will join in 2 minutes, done. When she joins, I will add her onto the screen so that you can start. After adding to the screen, you can start the session, Lavanya. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Shiva ma'am, kindly turn on your audio and video, ma'am. Yes, okay.
Good evening,
Thank
ma'am.
Okay. Lavanya, you can start, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Hope you all learned something informative. Ma'am, echoed. I look forward to applying the knowledge gained in future endeavors. And now we will explore this further and delve into second session. The role of social media in branding and customer engagement. Your active participant is what makes the session truly enriching. I call upon Mrs. Shiva, ma'am, faculty of BCom Bank Manager. To honor our chief guest, Dr. S. Saranya, Assistant Professor in Department of Management Studies at SIVT
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome the speaker for this session, Dr. Dr. S. Saranya, Assistant Professor in Department of Management Studies, SIVET College, Chennai. Assistant Professor in Department of Management Studies, JNTU, Hyderabad from August 2018 to November 2018. Her her academic roles: exam coordinator, event coordinator, and academic counselor. Her publications are many. Books publications, organizational behavior, management studies, and etc. She has delivered guest lectures, so many, like personality development at NGR University, and her achievements. She has attended a world record event for Satir 10,000 Bharatanatyam dance, speech in the title of Communication and Creativity, poem recitation, traditional, coordinated with world record event of Unavu Tiruvizha in the title of Traditional Food, and organized 2021 plus hours world record program in one part of Unavu Tiruvizha. She has successfully completed 100% of the admission for past 4 years in her college. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I welcome our chief guest, Dr. S. Saranya, to address the gathering. Thank you, ma'am. I request Mrs. Kotishwari, ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce.
Lavanya network has cut it seems. Sellers. Anyway, you there for backup, ma. Suppose any network goes down, you can continue that. Yes, so I will not
Okay,
remove
ma'am.
from the stage.
Okay, ma'am.
So technical session 3, who will be introducing? So, Lavanya came.
Sorry, ma'am.
Yes, Lavanya can start. No problem. You start, ma.
Thank you, ma'am. I request Mrs. Kotishwari, ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Bank Management, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Ma'am will do the vote of thanks at that time. Next, you proceed with next session.
As we gather for our third session, I call upon Ms. Gayatri of BCom Accounting and Finance, To share a few words about the chief guest, Dr. Veeramani G, Associate Professor, School of Management Studies, Wales University. Gayatri.
Just a minute. Who will introduce technical session 3 guest, ma'am?
Gayatri, ma'am.
காயத்ரி மேம் அப்படி யாரும் நம்ம டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ல இல்லைங்களே.
No, ma'am. Gayatri from BCom Accounting and Finance.
Student, no? Yes,
Yeah,
student.
ma'am. Yeah,
I will
ma'am.
take out. Okay, she didn't join. Both the sessions introduction will be given by Gayatri. Okay, just
Gayatri.
a minute. I will ask her to join. Yes, Gayatri has. Gayatri, you need to turn on your audio, ma. கொஞ்சம் வால்யூம் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணுங்க உங்க போன்ல.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, பண்ணிட்டேன் ma'am.
Yes, da, you can start, ma.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. Now we have Dr. Veeramani G, Associate Professor from Wales University MBA Department. Dr. Veeramani has an academic experience of more than 10 years. He has worked in Arinyar Anna Institute of Management Studies, Sri Perambatoor, from 2014 to 2019, and Vale Ranga Sanku Arts College, Avadi, from 2019 to 2013. At present, he is working in Wales University, Pallavaram. He is an expert in handling business law, marketing management, financial management, human resource management, and etc. He also been invited as a speaker in various colleges. To name a few: Madras Christian College, Vale Tech Deemed University, Avadi, Bharat Institute of Higher Education, Tambaram, and the list is endless. He has also been PhD supervisor, external examiner in various colleges. He has also published various
Lavanya, proceed. Proceed with vote of thanks.
Now let me call Ms. J. Divya, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Accounting and Finance, for vote of thanks.
Okay, now proceed with last session.
As we navigate this fourth session, let's reflect on how far we have come and more importantly, on the potential for growth that lies ahead. The challenges we encounter are not obstacles but opportunities to learn and innovate. Now I call upon Ms. Gayatri of BCom Accounting and Finance to address the chief guest, Dr. Shamla K, Associate Professor of Research Supervisor, Department of Commerce, SDNB Vaishnav College.
Good evening. Now we have Dr. Shyamala K, Associate Professor and Research Supervisor, Department of Commerce, SDNB Vaishnava College for Women, Krompet. Dr. Shyamala has 15 years of teaching experience at SDNB Vaishnava College, and she has possessed various responsibilities in SDNB Vaishnava College like placement coordinator, college exam committee member, NAC member, NPTEL course mentor, and etc. She has completed her PhD from University of Madras in the year 2018, and she also published various papers in UGC Carelist and Scopus Indexed. She also been guiding scholars from 2020 onwards, and she has also been external examiner in various colleges like SRM University, DG Vaishnava College, and AM Jain College, and etc. Now over to Dr. Shyamala ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I call upon Ms. J. Divya, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Accounting and Finance, for a vote of thanks.
Now I will add Lavanya Bharati ma'am onto the stage. She will read out the profile for session 1.
Am I audible,
Yes,
ma'am?
Lavanya, turn on your audio and video, ma.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, da, you are audible. You can proceed.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to welcome you to Synergy webinar on digital era and its impact on commerce and management, a global perspective. I'm excited to introduce our esteemed guest speaker, Ms. Kezia Evangeline, who brings a wealth of knowledge and experience in HR management as a HR strategic officer. Ms. Kezia Evangeline completed her UG from WCC and PG from Madras School of Social Work. She specializes in organizational development. Right now, she integrates her HR and OD to ideate new initiatives for the organization. She is currently positioned as manager, human resource business partner, and HR strategic officer in Tata Consultancy Services, TCS. She also worked with the BFSI business group handling Citibank, Dynamics, and ActFirst. She has 2.5 years of experience with TCS and handled 1,000 plus associates across the globe, mainly focusing on the Southeast and Latin American region. Without further ado, let's warmly welcome our guest speaker, Ms. Kezia Evangeline, to share the inaugural address and followed by first session of the webinar on the topic Human Resource in Digital Era.
Proceed with vote of thanks, ma. Lavanya.
Thank you, ma'am. Hope you all learned something informative. I look forward to applying the knowledge gained in future endeavors. Ma'am, in the first session, vote of thanks, ma'am.
No need. You just proceed with vote of thanks. அது அவங்க அப்ப வரலன்றதுனால I asked her to read it out now.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, let me call.
Santoshi.
I request Mrs. Koteshwari, ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Bank Management, to deliver the vote of thanks.
உன்னோட vote of thanks is given by Santoshi ma'am. Name alone will
Yeah,
be
ma'am.
changed.
First session, right, ma'am?
சொல்லுடா.
Okay,
இல்லடா
ma'am.
first session அது முடிச்சாச்சா? Leave it.
இல்ல மேம் அதான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் செஷனோட vote of thanks நான் பேச மாட்டேன் மேம் அதான்.
Okay, okay. Okay. So final vote of thanks யாரு சொல்றது? செலஸ் நீங்க வந்து கம்பேர் பண்ணுவீங்களா? இல்ல லாவண்யா will continue?
Yeah, da, ma'am.
Lavanya.
Fine.
Okay, da, you have given vote of thanks for technical session 1, right? That Koteshwari ma'am will do. For session 2, okay, session 2, Koteshwari ma'am. 3 and 4, Divya ma'am will do the vote of thanks. So now we have done with that. You need to proceed with the final vote of thanks. That is with the rapporteur. Santoshi ma'am will do that.
Okay, ma'am. Now let me call Santoshi ma'am for vote of thanks.
Santoshi ma'am, turn on your audio and video, ma'am.
Am I visible?
Yeah, okay, ma'am. You can proceed with vote of thanks. With
Good
rapporteur.
evening, one and all. It is with immense gratitude and a sense of fulfillment we bring the curtains down on the enlightening and thought-provoking webinar, Digital Era and its Impact on Commerce and Management, a Global Perspective. On behalf of our Departments of Commerce and Department of Business Administration, I extend my heartfelt thanks to each and everyone for making this event a resounding success. Today, we had the privilege of hearing from distinguished speakers who share the precious knowledges on crucial aspects of digital landscape. Firstly, I want to express my thanks to Ms. Kezia Evangeline, who provided us with valuable information about the role of human resources in the digital era. Her expertise shed light on the evolving dynamics of managing talent in this digitally advanced age. A big thank you to Dr. Saranya for her engaging discussion, the role of social media in branding and customer engagement. Her insights into leveraging social media for effective branding and customer interaction were both enlightening and practical. Dr. Veeramani deserves our appreciation for his session on the impact of artificial intelligence in business management. His knowledge in explaining the profound influence of AI on modern business strategies was truly thoughtful. And as a fitting finale to the webinar, Dr. Shamala's presentation on evolution of AI and its impact on modern technology provided a comprehensive understanding of the ongoing changes in technology. We appreciate her for unfolding the complexities of AI and its broad implications. The expertise of all speakers has undoubtedly enriched our knowledges, and we are grateful for their time and valuable contribution. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the management, our principal, vice principal, and the deans for the constant support and guidance they have extended to all of us during the course of this webinar. I also extend my thanks to my colleagues and students for their enormous cooperation in organizing this webinar. Thank you once again for making this webinar insightful and a grand success.
Yeah. டேய் எனக்கு